Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today on the Kill Count, you! Hi, my name's Craig Fee, as far as you know, and welcome to YGO Strats, where sometimes I make You Should Play videos on Wednesdays as advertised in the channel banner, and other times I film from my cave? We're just going to move on past that. Welcome to this video, wherein I'm going to kill time as I realize that Wednesday approaches ever closer, and I don't think I'm going to have a You Should Play Dark World ready in time for this week. So instead we're doing this. And yes, spoilers, ideally next Wednesday it'll be a You Should Play of Dark World, and if you're wondering, he's mentioned Branded a number of times, when are we getting the You Should Play Branded? One, when I figure out whether to call it Branded or Branded Despia or like Branded Dick Suck or whatever the 12 archetypes that exist in that deck are called. And two, whenever the hell it is the Postal Service gets me my fucking cards. Look at this shit. Ordered these things to be expected delivery of November the 14th. And wow, would you look at that? It's still not here. I just want to play with the cards in paper. I just want to own the cards I'd like to play. And, you know, the ones I paid for. And in the meantime, we're just going to hope that... it's fine. It's fine. Just get me to it in 7... Just get it to me in 7 months. Who cares? Time is meaningless. Nobody cares. Thank you, Postal Service. Not at all. Not at all. Annoying. Speaking of annoying... We need to get rid of this. Speaking of annoying, dual discs. You ever tried to use one? Remember these suckers? Remember these things from back in the day? They did a re-release of them, actually, in the last year or two, if I'm not mistaken. Shit, I might have covered it on an update I've completely forgotten about, mostly. Regardless, they exist. You've probably encountered them, and if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Long enough, you wanted them, regardless of whether or not you encountered them in person. To those of us who only wanted them, it was truly a burning desire to emulate the duels we saw in the anime with Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon and all the monster cards that exist. And to those of us who had the great misfortune of actually trying to use them, you're not getting those cards back. They're destroyed forever, and you know it. Yeah, you see, there's a number of problems with these Konami-approved dual discs that were released to duel on, not the least of which was the balancing of them. And now I don't mean balancing like balancing the meta, or whatever the hell it is Konami pretends to have done with our latest ban list. No, I mean balancing in the physical sense of where this shit rests? Where this shit rests on your arm. Or, you know, wrist. Because there's this huge chunk of plastic on one end, and then there's just the balance part that wraps around your wrist on the other end. And you wouldn't believe it, but the massive chunk of plastic weighs more than the tiny one that's actually on your arm. So the entire time you're dueling with it, it's like slouching down. You can't hold it straight vertical like this because the dual disc flops down. You have to, you know, accommodate. You feel like a bit of a goof. Feel like a bit of a schmuck. You don't feel quite as cool as Yugi did, or as cool as Yugi looked in the anime when he was like, I'm dueling now, or whatever his iconic quotes were. I didn't watch the sub, so if I try and quote the dub, someone will get mad at me in the comments. No, there's that entire problem of balancing it, and that always feels stupid and goofy, which really just hampered the experience. Hampered? Ruined the experience as far as I can remember. But it's okay because it got rapidly worse just from the inability to balance these stupid things. Because Konami saw fit to not at all make them... Konami? I mean, it wasn't Konami that... Konami licensed them, but I guess Bandai, who knows who made these stupid things. Whoever actually made the products did so with a malicious intent to destroy your cards, because you could not play them sleeved. If you had a sleeved card, the cards didn't fit in the dual disc. You had to play these shits raw. You just had to have this exposed to the elements individually and then just kind of like jam it into the dual disc, whether it was in the deck slot or whether it was in the, you know, Monster Zone slot. And so you were just pulling up the corners of your cards every time you did it. And if I could go back in time and, you know, smack my past self upside the head Well, for starters, I do so for a wide number of reasons, but none the least of which include ruining trading cards trying to play on these stupid dual discs that my buddy had way back in the day. But it got better from there, because not only was you permanently ruining your cards, you were also inefficiently playing the game. Improperly playing the game, I might argue, because what you were doing was you'd put your back row into the back end lower half of the dual disc raw. Bit of a sus sentence. You went raw in the lower back end? I don't think so, sir. Please rearrange that sentence.
Try again.
No, the point is you had to put these stupid cards, and they were hidden. They were completely obscured from the opponent. You cannot see what cards your opponent has in the back row at all when they're putting it into the dual disc. Like, yeah, you can watch where they put things, but like you can't see it as the duel progresses, which isn't how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played. There's no way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On a, proper playmat field where you put a card in your back row and your opponent's like, well, is that in your back row or not? Sometimes people might put their hand down in like the middle of it and it's like, did you set a card there, or is that your hand, or what is that? And then they're like, oh, sorry, it's my hand, or oh no, that is a back row. There's never an in-between of where like, I'm not telling you. You're like, no, you need to tell, is that back row on your field or not? And they're just like, no, you don't know. I kind of have to fucking know, Nick. What the fuck is going on here? That's the reality of playing with these dual discs. So you've got a completely obscured back row, completely ruined physical cards that are, irreversibly destroyed. I can't stress that enough. I know I'm going over it a little bit too much, but I promise you that Blue Eyes is not getting back to me ever, and I'm really still upset about it. And the field spell's in the same boat. It had that weird like fold out section for the field spell that again was obscured completely from the opponent. And even better than that is you were either playing it properly and you were, some distance apart from the opponent, wherein you had to like yell to each other to communicate and like tell exactly what the card was and read it to the opponent, because like you're just pulling up the pink card. I don't know what that is. You need to tell me what trap card you've activated, dude. Or even worse, you're right up in front of each other. You're just like, I activate this card. Okay, I did it. Okay, I got a normal summon. Okay, I got a trap hole. Oh no, that was the wrong card, so let me go. Awful. Nobody wants to use a dual disc 2 feet away from each other. You're just staring at each other's wrists as you're, fatigued of holding up the arm on the dual disc for just way too long. It was a brutal experience. I can't believe that they charged us money for it. It is absurd. Not to mention the fact that using the life point counter sucked. Was not designed to be used by authentic human beings. It was designed to like be a Turing test of sorts for robots, because you're just like clicking the stupid thing each time and going down. Just a miserable experience, all in all. And again, they charged us money for it, and like people did it, and even I want to go buy one for like a sketch. What the fuck, dude? I know that it's not going to be useful, but I mean, at least it'd look better on a shelf than whatever the hell this mannequin head is that's doing here, because that's a mannequin head there. Did you see it? It's there. It watches me as I sleep. I haven't had a good night's sleep in years. What is it doing there? Please help me fund this channel and buy a dual disc to replace the mannequin head that haunts me each and every night and is keeping me awake in a state of terror. Is this a metaphor that we all just agreed to pay for this and put up with the atrocious gameplay experience? Is this a metaphor for the ban lists of the modern day, or the state of purchasing products? Is there a greater point to this video that I just made? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Did you see the intro to this video? This is time theft. You're not getting the time. I'm sorry. The time is gone. It's irreversible. If anything, this is a lesson to evaluate the time that you're using and make sure that it's worthwhile. And hopefully you at least got a chuckle from it. My name, as always, is not Jeffrey Dahmer, and I would never call myself that, because he was a monster. And not one of the cool ones like Pegasus. Whoa. Whoa, let's look at that sick lighting. Damn. You can really see the horse in this picture, I tell you what. No, thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. I'll have a You Should Play out next week, and in 17 years when my Alubers arrive, I'll make a You Should Play on Branded too. So that's it. Thanks, goodbye, have day, and remember, be good people.